making new element friends?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we already know each other.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we used to ride bikes, kinda here and there.
Yeah. I mean, you could spot your freaking element a mile away. So.
Even behind a tree. You should do it. Find yourself with a nice little all-wheel drive and sell this one. Get the other one.
See you guys.
See you.
See ya.
So the caves are over there. Now we are going to explore the cave with Joseph.
Yep.
We are an hour and a half away from Death Valley,
Yes.
which today I checked the weather and around this time it's around 122.
Yep.
So we're gonna be just hiking maybe for like, what it is, like half of mile, quarter of mile to the cave. And then inside the
Yeah.
cave should be colder.
So the entrance to the cave is right there. Right where we parked at, you can't really get a good view of it. But on the way in here, you'll be able to see it just keeps getting bigger, like the entrance.
We cannot share the location, but just to give you an idea how it looks around here. Our car is all the way over there. So hiking in 100 Fahrenheit is fun. I recommend you guys to do it, but it's fun. Yep. Oh, as soon as we got to the entrance, you can feel like somebody turned on the air conditioning.
Oh my god.
It feels so cool, so nice. You okay, bro?
That's tough.
That was a good climb, huh?
For you it's easy. For me, it is.
So, wow, it feels, let's see.
Dude, it's like 65 degrees.
Let's wait a little bit, but I got my thermometer. This is what it was outside, around 102. And we'll see how this change when we start hiking more.
Let's see right now.
Okay, so I gotta climb this rock really carefully because I'm also recording. And can you point your flashlight over there just to see how it looks with light?
That's not the hammer right there. Now the better light.
Yeah. So that just keep going and going.
Yeah.
Wow. Those are huge. And then from here, there is 3 options. So that's crazy. So the temperature right now is 68. I'm sorry, it's 84. But I had this in my pocket, so I think it feels like at least 75, I will say, down there. So it is definitely cooler from what it is outside. A lot of loose rocks. What is this?
Is that a...
It's like an exhaust or something.
That's a spoon muffler.
Huh? Mugen.
You... Well, look at how tall this ceiling is, dude.
Wow.
That has to be at least like 5 stories.
Yeah.
Look at it, at least.
Somebody made a fire right here before. So there is
The ones who can't, look this.
adventurous people like us. Wow. Now that we just come out, it's bright on my eyes. You can feel the heat, but gotta keep going. This is the current temperature right now, 103.
Feel it.
Yeah, we hike easily 3 miles.
Yeah.
Like going back and forth, going up hills, exploring the cave. And those are the elements waiting for us.
Turn on the AC right now.
They're getting toasted right now.
Oh man, they're getting toasted.
Feels really hot inside tomato. Feels like a toaster for sure. My towel is dry now. Car starts, that's good. I'm going to open that window. And then a trick that you can do to kind of remove the heat is open and close the driver door for a few times. And then you can always open both windows and turn on the AC. I'm stopping at Element 44 shop. Then after I'm gonna drive like an hour to get back home. So we are almost there. The trip ends here, but we're gonna start a new adventure, more videos coming up, and a lot of repairs coming up soon.
What? Okay, it goes with it.
See you, bro.
Take it easy.
26 days.
26 days. We barely made it here.
I know.
Barely made it. The last 125 miles were interesting.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, the way you feel. Gonna do rear brakes on this Element, and then later I have a Honda Accord, and I just have a lot of work already booked for the upcoming 2-3 weeks, so gonna be pretty busy. Looking forward for the Santa Cruz meetup that is happening like in 2 weeks. So my first job was Honda Element, rear brakes, and just checking the car in general, make sure everything is good. And then customer brought that to my house, and right now I drove, I will say around 6 minutes away from home, and I'm going to fix a Honda Accord, which is basically the same engine as the Honda Element. So I replaced the water pump because it was making a lot of noises. And then I replaced the hose, it was leaking. So right now the engine is very smooth. I'm just bleeding the coolant system, so there is no air on the system. So what I usually do is remove the motor that I can, then I wait for the thermostat to open. A lot of times the coolant goes down a little bit. So what you can do is make sure that the heater is putting hot air after you bleed the coolant. That's a way to know if there is no more air in the system. Water pump. So I just finished doing the front brakes, rotors, and filters for the Infinity. I have a sore throat for like 2 days, and my customer just got me this and some drinks, so that was really nice of him. And yesterday one customer prayed for me to get better with my sore throat. Next job of the day, I'm going to do inner and outer tie rods for a Mercedes. Replacing these tie rods for a pretty old car, 98 Mercedes E320. Using this tool. This one is almost done. Fixing this hose wine, and I did a pressure test with this tool, and it's just leaking from the reservoir from like around here. Plastic is gone, so I'm gonna try to fix this BMW. Gonna pull out the codes. Sounds like it has a misfire. It's like not a constant misfire, like every maybe like 20-30 seconds it misfires, then gets smooth, then misfires again. I totally forgot to record the other car, but I just fixed 2002 Honda Accord, and I replaced the starter. So now I'm going back home, and then later I'm gonna do the brakes for the BMW 2020 Mercedes A220, and I'm doing the rear brake pads using Mercedes OEM brake pads. So since it has the push button for the parking brake, I go to EPV. See, parking brake. Toyota Sienna replacing the wheel cylinder. It's leaking a lot of fluid. Just replaced this alternator and this Nissan Murano, and it started raining a little bit. It's pretty humid today. First job of the day. I'm checking this Element. What year is this? It's 2005, and let's check it out. What problem it has. So it got currently 5 codes. It got a air fuel ratio sensor, 1. Idler control, RPM higher than expected, and then it got a P0303, has a cylinder misfire. Also, I noticed, like in data, that for the temperature that the car is already, which is 244 over there, see if I can show you better, the car is still in open loop, so it should be in closed loop by right now. So after testing the sensor, I decided to replace it. This is the old one, this is the new one, and I'm going to start the car, check the data, make sure it goes to closed loop, and I can read the fuel trends, and also the O2 sensor is working now. So let's check it out. So now with a new sensor, you can see it's in closed loop, and I can get the readings for the fuel trends, so that's nice. Right now the fuel trends looks pretty good, but we still have to drive the car to check for the misfire. Oxygen sensor bank 1, sensor 1. Before it was completely 0. Once in a while we'll get a little bit of like reading, but you can clearly see now how it's working. So I'm going to test drive it and see if we can address the rest of the codes. Another thing that might be causing the idle problem after testing, you guys can see the fuel temps are running rich a little bit, but for the temperature that the Element has right now, 212, the idle assist valve should be closed and not sucking any air, and this one it is sucking some air. Telling you guys that this is gonna be the problem, like 100%, is make sure the car has enough coolant, because like it's never gonna have the desired temperature on the valve, because this valve works by the coolant temperature. When it reaches center temperature, then it closes. So make sure that you check your coolant first, okay? It's pretty low in coolant, so that might be affecting that. I just finished fixing this car. Thank you guys for coming.
Of course.
And looks like a Element party right now.
Yeah,
And you guys found 2 Elements.
unofficial meetup.
So we are going to do an axle in your Element.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm working on this SC. What year is your SC?
08.
It's a 08. We are doing a bunch of work. This is just part of the job that we are doing today. I'm gonna work on this most likely next week. We're gonna do valve adjustment next week, VTEC solenoid, split valve, serpentine belt. But today I'm gonna work in the suspension. Very happy to work with OEM parts. Makes life way easier. The owner of this SC got everything OEM, as you can see, every little part that we need, even extra bolts for the struts. These lower arm bushings too, OEM. And the ball joints for the SC, make sure that you get the bigger ones, because the ones that comes in the LX and EX, they are smaller. And the part number on this is, let me check it out, 1018018 from Beck Armlane. So those are the ones that you need. Bye. Thank you. See you in 2 weeks or next week or in 2 weeks to do the valve adjustment. All right, take care. Time to work on the next element. So I'm gonna fix an oxygen sensor problem on the black one while scene one is wrapping her element over there. We're also making a video how to wrap an element, so it's gonna be pretty cool video, I think. So after replacing the plug, I got one from the junk car, and I threw on the car, checked the readings in the scanner, and now finally the auto sensor start reading. So that's pretty good. The wiring was bad, and I have to remove that heat shield over there so I can have access to the wire. So what happened is when they install it, you guys can see how smashed is this. The thing is, like, this is the handicap access vehicle or element, and then they modified the catalytic converter. As you notice, it's more like here instead of like being in the middle, and because of that they have to rewire, make the wires like longer, and that's what happened when they did the modification. So hopefully this one take care of it. I'm gonna tape it really nice so it won't happen again. Make sure that the wires doesn't hit the exhaust, and I'm gonna call it a fix. I'm gonna drive this car like for 50 miles just to like test it and make sure that everything is okay, and I think the car is gonna be fixed after this. So hopefully Brian can pass the smoke check. He's going to update me. I think after 2 or 3 years he didn't pass the smoke check. Multiple auto sensors are being replaced in these elements, so I'm looking forward to see what he says after he take it to the smoke check. Is the first element I got at AM, and I did front brakes and rotors. It is everything OEM, and then an axle. Oops, just dropped my umbrella. It's been raining. This is a day after the storm that happened here in Southern California, and I'm waiting for another element. He's gonna be here anytime soon, and I'm gonna do the front struts with the strut mounts. I'm getting paid, nice. Thanks for bringing your elements. So I'll see you either tomorrow or Wednesday for the axle, and then I'm here with Rene. We're gonna do the front struts and strut mounts for his other element.
Yeah, I think, or no, 240. 240? Yeah.
How's it going?
It's good because
Okay.
he maintained it.
Yeah, this is 140.
Yeah.
140 now. I think our element this is a website.
Yes.
And I
You can
went
buy
there.
this.
Second job of the day, front struts and strut mounts on this 05 element. See you, Rene. So I just drove the car on the freeway, and yes, I do feel the wobble. It does wobble, especially when you're, I will say, 45 to 50 miles per hour, but you clearly feel it on the driver tire. I don't think it's an axle related problem. Could be loose though, the axle nut, but I'm gonna drive the car back and then I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna lift it and see if there is any play or something is broken there. But now I still have to remove the wheel, check for plays and everything. I'm gonna do that right now. But look at the strut mounts. This thing is gone. You can see the crack. One big favor, yeah, do that. Look at how the thing is bouncing. So I think that's gonna be the problem. But anyways, I cannot skip other things like checking that the lug nuts are tight, the axle nut, also going through every part just to make sure if he needs something else. But that mount being like that can do this problem, like a vibration, wobbling when you're driving. Oh man,
That one's
no
cool.
no question. That's
Yeah.
really bad.
You can see all the-
Yeah,
you can see all the
that's
dust.
really bad. So the next day I came to my first job. I'm replacing a crankshaft position sensor for this Toyota Tacoma 4 cylinders. So I had to remove the bracket that holds the compressor. So good thing that I didn't have to fully remove the compressor, like disconnect the lines, just put it by the side, 4 bolts, and get the bracket out, another 4 bolts. So now the crankshaft lift there just hold by a 10 millimeter. What's up, bro? How you doing, Steven? Long time don't see you.
What's up, dude? How long has it been since the meet, or?
I know you. I thought you were going to Santa Cruz, man.
Oh, dude, I
we
know.
We're waiting for you.
I was tango dancing.
Oh, that's right. Nice to see you, bro.
It's good to see you too, man. Thanks for letting me borrow this, the battery bank and the fridge. It was like absolutely necessary for the trip.
Nice.
It like made a huge difference.
Glad to hear that, bro. So I just came to check this Hyundai 2010 Ascent or Ascent. The car won't start. Customer told me that it cranks but won't start. He thought it was the starter, so he bought the starter. But when I came, see if you recognize this sound. So that sound, just from experience, the first thing I checked was the timing belt. So let me show you. It has 181,000 miles. This is the first job of the day, and I opened the timing cover. There is the missing teeth right here, and it has a few more, and it's very loose too. So that's what the problem is. There. So scene one is almost done.
I have heat stroke. Just the beginning.
I know you've been working. She's been working from 9 a.m. to like 4 p.m. in this heat. I think it's like 85 or 90 right now.
Yeah, that's a lot for a New Englander.
Yeah, and there was no shade here, so you're brave to do this in the heat.
Thank you
Scene one,
for letting me use your driveway.
no problem. Another element to fix, and this one needs the radiator and condenser fans. And also I'm doing the rear brakes, and I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. I fixed 2 elements today. I think so far only this week I fixed maybe like 7 or 8 elements, and I still have a few more coming tomorrow. So thank you everybody for trusting with the car, and keep the elements running healthy.